Morning, what a combination. This should go on the road. But we were flying from Newark to Seattle on Delta Airline, or no, Continental. And we had a guy who worked at the Newark airport that upgraded all the boys. Because we weren't getting flown first class, coach seats. And Corny was on the trip, we were going to go up there to do TV in Vancouver. So to save money for the company, we're flying from Newark to Seattle. Then we're going to drive from Seattle to Vancouver. And it was on a Sunday morning, and TV was on Monday Night Raw on Monday, and as a rule. So Corny and I are on we get a seat, get upgraded, and I'm praying that his seat is far, far, far away from mine. Somebody else needed to have the honors of flying with Corny on this flight. It's a long, 5-hour flight. And lo and behold, the red coat guy comes up, so I got you guys taken care of, got you upgraded, and now you've got your seats together. I said, oh, shoot. So Corny and I are in the bulkhead. He's on the window and I'm on the aisle. And we're waiting on the boarding area to get on the plane, and Corny disappears. So I didn't think anything of it, And he's around a little bit. I know he's kind of slowing down a little in his speech, and he disappears again. He's got this plan on his medication, on when he takes things, and how long it lasts, and how long it will stick with him. So whatever it was he was taking was to put him under. So he would sleep the vast majority of the flight, and which suited the hell out of me. So everything was working like a champ. We boarded, we took our bulkhead seats in first class. I had my little iPod thing, fancy damn deal, little ear goods, listen to my music. Corny, sleep. He's laying on me, here. I don't care. I still want to wake him up. So the flight attendant starts to reach over and ask me to want something to drink before we take off. And I grab her on the hand and say, oh, no. She got it. Everything really was working out well until we had that 90-minute delay on the tarmac. Now, here's the deal. He slept through the 90 minutes like a small child. But somewhere over Minnesota, he came to. It's like the giant Kodiak bear coming out of hibernation. All he wants to know is if we started our descent yet. And I had the little screen on the bulkhead right where the plane is on travel. I said, put my finger on the map. Here's where we are. Here's where we're going. I've been listening to my music. It's all good, So I even thought about it here today. And I said, he said, man, JR, you gotta help me. You gotta help me. He's had a panic attack. Like Tony Soprano had those panic attacks, Bad. And so I'm trying to help him, and he says, can you just sing to me? Sing to me. What? We're in a full cabin, the first class is full. These dignified businessmen, and here these two wrestling guys. Two redneck wrestling fans that are actually working in the business. So I've been listening to my iPod, and he says, you gotta sing to me. Just sing anything, just sing, whatever, just sing. He's like, set up 10 times, just sing. Okay. I had nothing to sing. So I've been listening to Neil Young. I like Neil Young besides me in the stream. All right. So I says, Here's what I sang. I wrote it down. To be authentic. I caught you knocking at my cellar door. I love you, baby, can I have some more? The damage is done. Hey, here's the deal. I think the line that got him on the plane was, I was singing, my wife tells me this all the time, when I sing on the plane, I don't mean to, sometimes I get carried away. She says, you know your voice carries. No shit. I think what got him was when I said, I love you, baby, can I have some more? Or it might have been, I caught you knocking at my cellar door. Now, I don't know what's the metaphor you're thinking about cellar door, but I kind of got it. So after a week, I convinced the flight attendant that this man had never knocked on my cellar door. No matter what you heard, it was just a song. So we get to Seattle, and WW Travel booked us a Lincoln Continental. Yes, sir. Nothing but the best. The two boys, the two rejects from Heat Hall. So we are in, and Corny was so wired up, he refused to let me drive. And I was so stupid and so scared and trying to live down that he was knocking on my cellar door that I let him drive. Everything then was pretty good until we got to the dadgum border. Canadian border. And two guys, anybody remember the movie Stripes?
Yeah.
Right? Remember those guys, that one scene, those guys are stopping at that border crossing? Hans and Franz, what the hell are their names, those kind of guys. We had two of those guys at the border. Going over to Canada, go to Vancouver. Just two guys. Well, they knew who we were. They knew me to be the announcer, and they knew Cornette to be the tennis racket wielding, loudmouth heel manager. They couldn't figure out why we were riding together. And I said, well, I'm just trying to get him to see the light. Get him the good side. So they said, well, we need to check your trunk. And that, no big deal. But man, it set a fire in Corny's ass. It could not be extinguished. Could not be extinguished, ladies and gentlemen. And he cut a promo on the son of a gun. I mean, you think about, you've heard his vitriol regarding Vince Russo. That was somewhat mild when he told these two uniformed, armed men that we didn't know at the Canadian border. Green tea. Thank you. My blood pressure. So, the bottom line was that they wanted to look in our trunk, which only had my bag and Corny's bag. Now, I didn't have anything to hide in my bag. Suit, you know, clean underwear, necktie, CPAP machine, shaving kit, normal stuff. I had no idea what Corny had in his bag. I really don't want to know what he had in his bag. It could have been some 5'3" inanimate object. Don't know. But whatever it was, he did not want the Mounties to see it. And when they said that they wanted to look in the bag, and he cut his promo, I don't remember the whole promo other than there was a line in it that said, "You dirty do-right son of a bitch." And now, old Dudley Do-Right's got he put a Barney pipe on that guy. He got her hand right here, baby. I'm going to draw down on you two unarmed, you know, redneck boys. And the guy says, "Excuse me, sir? What did you say?" "I said, you Dudley Do-Right son of a bitch." So now they're getting ready to put us in this little room while they go bumper to bumper in the car. Because they said, these two guys have got to be on drugs. They can't be both that stupid to say, to curse out an officer who's armed. So I got the guys over there and I said, hey, you guys see what he's doing, right? What do you mean? I said, look, you've seen us on TV for years. That happened to me. JR helped her up with you. You know, I don't like him. Cornette was, I was in the heel, goddamn, in the heel. You're supposed to like me. I said, he's playing his character for you. He knows you guys are fans. He's playing his character to entertain you. I said, so if I were you, I'd just kind of play along with it, have some fun with it, and then let our ass go. We got to go to Vancouver. We're going to be on Raw tomorrow night. So I tell you what I'll do. Just let us get us out of here. We'll be sure to say hello to you on television tomorrow night. It's wrong. But they didn't know. So anyway, Coney don't know I told him the story that he's playing. Coney wasn't playing his character. Coney would be a corny man. And so when he told him to call him Dudley Do-Right son of a bitch, he meant that. So finally, they played along with him, had some fun. They put us in the car, let us go. So and we finally got to Vancouver, and then he finally exploded in Vancouver. We were getting ready to make a right on red about a block from the hotel. I said, man, we're almost home free. God almighty, he's in his car. I've been with him now like 7 or 8 hours. Drugged up, sleepy, hyper, you know, verbally assaulting police officers, armed. I said, Corny, you know, if we go to jail, we're going to sleep on our back for weeks. Those prisoners are going to love you and I. Two fat little doughboys. We'll be selling our ass for cigarettes. That did not interest me. So we got to Vancouver, and we're getting ready to make a right on red at a stoplight. However, as you all know, if you're making a right on red, that doesn't mean that these people here are sacrificial lambs. You still let them cross when the crosswalk says walk. That rule had not gotten to Louisville yet. And we're in this great big Lincoln Continental big truck, you know, big boat. And the last thing I could really tell you, factually, was that he got his feet up on the steering wheel, he leaned back in the seat, and was stomping on the steering wheel with his feet, like a child in a temper tantrum. And the horn would honk, honk, they were honking everybody. The cars were jumping, and we finally made the turn, and I was never so glad to get to the hotel in my whole life. And I still to this day don't know what he had in his room, but he just made sure that those guys knew, you're not going to look at my shit. Tell the dude right past, you're going to look at my shit. And so they didn't, but we had fun. So the wrestling business then was full of characters. Like Dusty, you know, are you the fat one or you the You don't have that anymore. It's a lost art of these big personalities, these characters. Because now, what you find is a large segment of the beloved wrestling community are young men and women who are playing the role of what they perceive a